Hello and welcome once again to News from the Hills, the podcast for Shady Hills Mission Chapel. I am Scott Davies.
And I am Deborah Davies.
And this is our podcast for October.
Wow, has this time flown?
Yeah. In case you couldn't figure out, it's for October.
Yeah, just in case. I wore a couple special things for it, too.
Okay, so we do want to mention that if you things do change once in a while, before we get into our whole calendar and everything, things do change once in a while. You want to try and keep up to date with the bulletins or the Facebook page for the church, possibly the website as well. So every once in a while, we might have something that we mention that a date or a time changes. So you definitely want to double check on some of those. If it's something you're interested in doing. So with that out of the way, we also want to mention that you want to hopefully subscribe and hit the little bell for alerts so that you can be alerted when a new podcast is available. And subscribing helps our metrics on YouTube, which helps people find us. So with that all out of the way, now we can get to our...
Oh, let's do it.
We can get to our calendar. Okay, so we'll start with Monday. And as we start with Monday, we're going to start with the first thing on the calendar for Monday, which is going to be the Leadership Roundtable. That is the third Monday of every month, and that's for the leadership of the church to get together and make decisions and discuss and whatnot, and that will be October 20th this month. It's going to be October 20th. I guess this year too, because there's only one October 20th this year.
That is true.
And that starts at 6:30 p.m. The next thing on Monday
is the Veterans Group. Now this is open to any and all veterans. They do not have to be members of the church. And it is on the last Monday of the month. This time it's going to be October 27th at 6:30 p.m. And they have a really good lively discussion and talk about different things that are relative to them.
And I also did find out from their flyer that it's not just for veterans. It's for veteran spouses, for surviving spouses, and also for parents. So we could actually go.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
So,
although she's not exactly a veteran yet.
Well, yeah, that's true. Not yet. She hasn't. She's still in. So
yeah,
okay. So she's technically not a veteran yet. She's still a rookie. Okay. So moving on, we'll go on to Tuesday. Not a lot going on Tuesday, is there?
Nope, just the praise band practice, and that's at 6 p.m. on Tuesday night. If you are interested in finding out more about that, please contact our director, Aaron. I'm going to mess up his name.
Cremona.
Anyways, and he will let you know what the details are and what we need and so forth there.
Okay, and then moving on to Wednesday, which is kind of one of our busiest days, we'll start with the food pantry, which is not going to be available on October 1st. The reason it's not going to be available on October 1st is because it's going to be available on October 3rd, which is Friday. We'll cover that in a minute.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
All the rest of the Wednesdays, it is going to be available. The food pantry will be available from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. On each Wednesday, except for the first Wednesday of the month.
Which is this Wednesday,
the 1st. Also, the thrift store is open on Wednesday, again 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and they're open every Wednesday. Now, coming up the 8th, we have the free mobile medical clinic that is sponsored by the state attorney, and that's for people who don't have insurance, can come in, maybe get some stuff done, minor stuff done that they need to take care of without cost or at a reduced cost. And you can see about getting that taken care of. That's on the 8th. That's going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And that is also for people that are underinsured. If you don't have enough insurance to cover everything, this might be a way to get some of those things done.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the evening.
We have our community meal and small groups, and that is on Wednesdays from 6:15 is when the food comes out. And then they go into different various groups, young adult as well as, which we'll get there in a minute. But we also have adult groups and Bible studies where they get together and talk about different topics.
Right, and also then the youth group goes right along with that. It's mainly middle school and high school students, 6:30 to 8 p.m., so it's the same time frame, same deal. They can come in, have a little bit of dinner, and then move into the youth group meeting.
Absolutely.
So now we'll move into Thursday. Once again, the thrift store is open Thursday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's every Thursday.
Every single Thursday. Also on Thursday, we have Christ Coffee and Conversation. This is from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's just a very laid-back kind of thing. There's a little bit of music, and yes, we do have a Bible lesson, but there's a lot of conversation about what we think about things and how can we apply them to our lives. And usually we have at least some kind of snacks also with us for that. Cause
we definitely want to mention the snacks. I mean, because last time we had hamburgers. I think the first time they had pizza. Come for the food, stay for the message.
Absolutely. And especially, if you're coming straight from work, by all means, just come on in and we'll feed you something. It's always going to be. There's always going to be good food. Always going to be good food. Yeah. We're Methodist.
We're Methodist. We always have food.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Friday. Once again, the thrift store.
The thrift store. Yeah.
Thrift store is open on Friday morning. Every Friday morning, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now. Every first Friday,
right?
Only the first Friday, which happens to be the 3rd this month, it is open also from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the afternoon. Now, why, you may say, is it open from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the first Friday of every month? Well, it's because it goes right along with our
Celebration Kitchen. Absolutely. First Friday of every month we have Celebration Kitchen. This is open to the community. It's a really good meal. I hear we're having ribs again.
Pork ribs. I think I'm getting in there for that.
I know we've got some really good cooks and they go all out. So that's what Fridays, the first Fridays are very, very busy with the food pantry, the thrift store, and then of course Celebration Kitchen. Starts at 3 o'clock and we close down at 7.
Yep. And also to go along with the thrift store in the afternoon and Celebration Kitchen, then we have the food pantry on the first Friday, which is 4 to 7 p.m. Again, this is October 3rd this month. And that's why the food pantry is not available on the first Wednesday, which is first of the month. It's because the first Friday, the food pantry is available from 4 to 7 p.m. And it's great for those people who can't get there earlier in the day and whatnot. So again, if you need some food because you're just struggling or whatever, just drop on by and pick up something. And this is for Pasco residents only, but certainly you can stop on by and pick up some food and get some help with that.
We never know what we're going to have, but there's always a huge selection.
There always seems to be a lot of it. Okay, so Saturday. Saturday, once again, we're starting with the thrift store. The thrift store is open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, just like it is all the other days.
Yeah. And I tell you guys, if you were in need of something, come down to that thrift store. More than likely, they've got something there that can help you out.
And they got plenty of our stuff.
That's true, too. We also have the women's group. This is from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on the 3rd Saturday. This month, it'll be October 18th. Please do come out and join us. They have a very good women's group. They get together, and we've got some special things coming up, but I don't want to give it away until we get to the rumors and such.
So also normally on Saturday is the work day, which is last Saturday of the month. However, because of stuff coming up that we'll mention in a minute, this month the work day has been canceled. So there's no work day at the end of October this month. So that's been canceled. So we'll move right into Sunday, which is our normal Sunday schedule. We have a traditional service at 8:30 a.m. This is hymns and liturgy and whatnot for those of you who enjoy the traditional service and want to partake in the regular traditional service what you're used to.
Okay. And then we have Sunday school that starts at 9:30. There is adult Sunday school, and then there's also the youth Sunday school, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
I am not really sure which ones. I think right now it's kind of limited. But hey, if we have more people show up, then we'll have to have more Sunday school classes.
We will have more Sunday school classes, no problem.
And then we have our contemporary worship service at 10:30 a.m. Now this is the normal time that we've had for years, but it is now a contemporary service. The format of it has changed a little bit. There's no liturgy. We do mostly contemporary music. So you can, if that's what interests you, you can come at 10:30, and there will also be a nursery and children's church supplied with that, and that's only for the 10:30 service. Now, we'll get into a couple of our programs really quick. I know we've mentioned these, pretty much every month, so we'll go through them really quick. We have a lot, which is Alternative Living, the outreach team, which is for our homeless and misplaced individuals. This is help with food. We offer lunches and whatnot, and showers and that. And the idea is to try and offer a more permanent solution for these people.
Correct.
And then also
our GED tutoring, if you are interested in that, you must be at least 17 years or older and not currently enrolled in any school. You must be able to attend classes regularly during the daytime hours. So if this is something you're interested in, please contact the church. They'll get you in touch with Pasco and Marie. They have already started their classes, but they are always open, especially depending on situations, in taking other people in and getting them going.
Yeah, I think it's kind of on a case-by-case basis.
Absolutely, case-by-case.
Once they start for the year. Then we also have, some health care for those without insurance. We work with a partnership with Hamilton Health and Wellness, which is low-cost visits. It's a cash-only thing, so no insurance. If you need help with something like that, you can contact the church office, get some more information about that. And so that pretty much wraps up our normal stuff, our normal monthly stuff.
Correct.
Now we go into our news and rumor, and we do have a few things going on here. I think actually most of this month is news. I don't think we have too many rumors. If you wanted to mention something about the women's group.
Yes, with the women's group. Rumor has it that we're going to be doing another Painting by Faith outing. They actually come to us sometime in November. I do not have a date. I just heard a little birdie talking about it actually this past Sunday. So by all means, stay tuned if you would like or interested in that. You don't have to be a member of the women's group, although they would love to have you. But definitely stay tuned, because for next month we'll have that there to get signed up for that.
Okay. Also, I guess in the rumor, but more towards the news, we're still working on the YouTube service, try and get our live streaming to the YouTube services. We are offering the streaming after the fact on YouTube, and that kind of gets up Sunday afternoon, night, Monday, whenever it actually gets up there. But we are still working out the bugs and whatnot in the logistics of getting the live services on YouTube. For now, they're still on Facebook. You can still go to Facebook and see the live services. The other thing that is under news and rumor, and this is more news, the youth, from what I understand, need donations of outdoor games and equipment.
Yeah, they do like to play outside quite a bit.
Yeah, it's like cornhole, volleyball. They need a volleyball net.
If you have gently used materials,
gently used or new ones, if you want to pick up new ones, that's
definitely
fine.
they'd be willing to take them. And it's outdoor equipment and outdoor things that they can play outside because they like to get a little rowdy once in a while.
Yeah, and that's for when they're playing games during the youth group and whatnot.
Right.
Now the big news. In case you can't tell, the pumpkins are coming. The pumpkins are supposed to be here on the 12th. So if you would like to help unload, you can show up on the 12th. I don't know what time, so you might want to call the office to find out exactly when they're supposed to show up. And we'll need as many hands as we can get to help unload the pumpkins.
Nice strong bodies.
But then once we get them all unloaded and everything, the pumpkin patch will start on the 13th, and it will run all the way through to the 31st, and it's going to run from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. every single day. So that's the pumpkin patch. You'll be able to pick up your pumpkins and get them all carved up for Halloween, or if you happen to want one for pumpkin pie.
Hey, they'll probably have all kinds of sizes.
I've done that before.
Yep.
So don't forget to pick up your pumpkins anytime from the 13th all the way through to the 31st.
Yep. Also, during that whole time, not whole time, but during part of that time, on October 25th, we have our Fall Festival. This is a community-wide event from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. We have a number of trunks that are already signed up to be there to hand out candy to the kids. Also, there's going to be a contest for the best trunk. So, and you guys that come out, you're the ones that are going to be voting for that. They're going to have a bounce house. There's going to be some arts and crafts. There's going to be some
live music with free food.
There's all kinds of stuff going on. So, definitely a time for the whole family to come out and enjoy and see what we have to offer. Yeah,
it's just a big party basically. So,
yep.
Come out for that, and we hope to see you there. Believe it or not, that's really about all we have. There was no interview this month. Scheduling and somebody was also sick, so
yeah.
Things just didn't work out to get our interview in this month. So it's kind of a short podcast for you this month, but stay tuned next month, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you some more interviews and features and whatnot. For now, that's going to be all for us. We want to thank you for tuning in.
And we also ask that you have a blessed week.